I don't freestyle.
Yeah, you gotta freestyle. Just, I'll lay it down. I'll go, whoop, or like a, alright, just give it a shot.
Alright. Oh, we're on.
Oh, sorry, miss. Alright, well, I'm Mark Crandall.
And I'm Brad.
And that must mean you're tuned into the Dover-Sherborn Worldwide News.
Yeah, but we've been having some controversy about the name, right?
Yeah, we might be changing it.
I want to change it.
I mean, we'll come up with it.
Yeah,
we'll discuss it. Like our, live action cam, we'll eventually get money for it. So
yeah,
we'll see who pays us the most, and we'll name it after them.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start off with some scandals. First off, did you know they have a cure for racism? No. New researches show that at Oxford University, scientists have discovered a pill that will cure racism. It's a common beta blocker. It's used. Researchers believe that propranolol, whatever. It's a pill, and at Oxford's, it reduces implicit racist bias because such bias is based on a subconscious fear, and with that pill, it will eradicate that fear. So,
really?
We're looking at a pill that can block racism.
I feel like another thing that could cure racism is just having a race, like a different race, do something very nice to you. Maybe change your perspective.
Like pay it forward
save
kind of
your
deal?
life or something.
Oh, there you go. That would be one way to do it.
Hey, who knows?
So also another drug bust this week. Yep.
Always.
In Louisiana, 30 people were arrested by 200 police officers for drug smuggling. So that's just another huge blow to the drug smuggling industry.
Seriously, right?
Yep. So it's getting worse and worse out there for you guys. You might want to consider a different career path. It's okay, though, because when they spoke to one of the witnesses, he said, well, they don't have jobs. They got to get by some way.
Yeah, that's like those Somalian pirates, too. That's like their only way to get money,
Their only source of income, if you will.
Pirate.
But there is some good news. To relax, within the next month or two, we should be seeing a new product from Molson Brewing Company called Iced Tea Beer.
Oh, really?
Iced Tea Beer. Not sure how it's supposed to taste. They're actually they're releasing it in Canada in a month. And they're probably going to see how it, does over there.
If it's anything like Twisted Tea, I'll probably give it a shot.
You might want to give it a shot. They said it's the taste of iced tea and beer with no caffeine. It works in an Arnold Palmer, but
everyone likes caffeine.
Iced tea and beer, I don't know. Iced tea flavored beer.
Who knows?
I don't know.
It could be hit and miss, Did you hear about the Asian woman that was thought to be dead in her house?
Yeah.
And then actually she fell outside and hit her head. So they thought she was dead. So they had put her in a coffin and everything, and it was like a house wake.
Yep.
So then all of a sudden the people came in and found that the coffin was open. They hadn't nailed it shut yet, and that the corpse was missing.
Yeah.
And then what happened was that they were nervous, right? So they had their neighbor go check on it, try to search.
I'd be nervous too.
Yeah.
The coffin's all of a sudden, there was a person in it, and all of a sudden the coffin is empty and the door's open.
Right? Who wouldn't be scared? So then they ended up finding the woman in her kitchen. It was 7 days that passed.
Yeah.
And she was in the kitchen cooking because she was so hungry.
Wow.
Yeah.
7 days go by, and she goes into her kitchen to make herself some meal, and surprises just more than the coroner.
Right? It surprised the whole family and everything,
There is a little bit of controversy going down in Michigan. Now, a 24-year-old lottery winner took away a woman, Amanda Clayton, 24 years old, was living in Lincoln Park, Michigan, and she won the $1 million prize from the lottery. she is still receiving $200 in food stamps from the Michigan state government, even though she won the lottery because she doesn't have a job and she's not currently employed.
No, I thought she got taken off.
Nope.
Oh,
they
wow.
are still under. It's still under talks, but no moves have been made to take her off of the welfare for the food stamps.
Wow.
So, a $1 million lottery winner buying her second house, and she's got bills to pay. She's got $500,000 in the bank, but gotta hand it to her. She's still trying to take the payouts.
Right.
She still is accepting them, and technically she qualifies because she doesn't have a job.
That's insane.
It's
so
absolutely.
You could make a job with that much money.
You could form your own business. You know,
absolutely.
Take money. You know, it takes money to make money.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's incredible.
And speaking about takes money, some guy took money from a 2-year-old's piggy bank. Took $400, and he was arrested, which was good. Justice was served.
Justice was served, and I don't know. What do you you know, taking candy from a baby? You're taking a piggy bank from a 2-year-old.
Right? Seriously.
What is wrong with this country?
What is wrong with these people? Man?
What is wrong? Well, it is interesting what you'll find, such as a California middle school teacher is fired after being discovered to be an adult film star by her pupils.
Really?
Now, I don't know how I would feel about this, being a fellow teacher at that school, but Stacy Hellis, 31 years old, was terminated from Haydock Intermediate School in Oxnard, California, 3 days after pupils reported finding her in a series of X-rated clips. That's just, I gotta consider, you gotta think, which pupils do you think found her? Was it the middle school students searching the web, or was it one of the parents, or was it a teacher, a fellow teacher at the school that found her?
I don't know why, they would fire her for that, seriously?
There wasn't a law against it, but they said just based on morality, you know.
Yeah, but if anything,
morals.
If she wanted to stay, I think that she could have. She probably would have been so embarrassed that she wouldn't want to.
Yeah, but granted, she's probably looking at, the government and footage for this. I don't even know.
This poor woman lost her job in the teacher biz.
Yeah.
But at least she has a backup plan.
Well, she's got a backup plan, indeed. And I'm guessing she did back it up a few times based on her previous experience.
If you know what he means. Did you hear about the guy that was caught using an illegal cell phone jammer on a bus?
An illegal cell phone jammer?
Yeah, and the bus that he was on, no one was getting service, and calls were being dropped and everything, and it was really pretty messed up because he was on the news and they were like, do you know that's illegal? He's like, oh, I didn't know that, blah blah blah. So then it turns out he ends up being like, oh, it was illegal, I got rid of it.
Wow. So there's an app for that, there's an app for that. He's a legal cell phone jammer. There's an app for it. Watch out. A high school basketball team is under scrutiny for chanting USA after beating a rival team in Texas, made up mostly of minority players.
Wow.
So the Texas team from Alamo Heights beat Edison High School, which was made up of mostly minority players, and immediately after winning started chanting USA. The coach stopped them right away, but still they had to find someone to go public with it and say apologize.
I wonder how they stopped them, just blowing the whistle or something. Hey ref, let me get that.
Yeah, let me get that. Stop that. Stop.
But back to the cell phone jammer thing, that can be very dangerous, What if there was a robbery or something? Would he just turn off his jammer real quick?
Yeah. Or turn it on so that nobody could call for help or something? That'd be messed up.
Right?
They gotta terminate that immediately. Yeah. That'd be bad.
That's dangerous.
That is very dangerous.
Guess it could stop signals from cops and everything.
Yeah.
Walkie-talkies.
Well, earlier we were talking about stealing, a 2-year-old's piggy bank. Stealing candy from a baby. Well, speaking of supplying candy, a 45-year-old man, Rafael Jimenez, coming from Guatemala City, Guatemala, and transferring to a plane from El Salvador. He was arrested shortly at Orlando International Airport with 172 lollipops. 172 lollipops. I know, it doesn't sound that bad, but how about when you consider that there was over 3.2 kilograms of heroin in those lollipops that he was transporting?
Oh my god, people nowadays.
Yeah, it was amazing. And he said that he had no idea of the plan. He was just given $500, free airfare, the ticket, and free hotel stay wherever he was going.
As you want.
Yeah, as many lollipops as you can, handle. 172.
Did you hear about the texting and driving danger that there was? No, Facebook and driving danger. This girl, an 18-year-old girl, actually posted, she posted on Facebook that Facebooking and driving is dangerous, haha. And then moments later, she hit a tanker and died. Pretty crazy, right, Art? Art? Where's he going?
Hold on, let me press this thing for a second. Are we good? All right. Well, I'm Mark Crandall, weatherman, and how you doing back in the studio, Brad?
Pretty good,
Yeah, well, I did some kind of teleportation, I may have left. I have super speed, All right, well, let's go right into the weather for today. Today it's 63 and sunny. It is beautiful. Tonight we'll be expecting some showers somewhere in the temperatures of 39 degrees. Friday we have 46 degrees, mostly sunny. Friday night we're looking at 25, partly cloudy. Saturday 40 degrees. Sunday 54 degrees. We'll be looking at Sunday night, even mostly sunny with very few clouds into the evening. As for Monday, we got 59 degrees, 30% chance of rain or snow. And then following that with Tuesday, 59, mostly sunny. So it's going to be a pretty good week. That is followed up by Wednesday, 56 degrees, mostly sunny. Back to you in the studio, Brad. And actually, as a matter of fact, I have a guest speaker with me today. Hey, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ted Esky.
Ted Esky. We'll move into the shot. Now, do you know you're on cable news right now?
I kind of assumed.
Beautiful. Do you want to say anything to Brad, who's in the studio right now? You want to tell him he's looking handsome or anything?
I'm sure. Just if you can, all you viewers of Dover-Sherborn Public Access Cable, come and see Children of Eden, the High School Musical, March 15th, 16th, and 17th.
All right, you heard it. That's Children of Eden. Make sure everybody goes to it. And back to you in the studio, guys. All right.
Oh, wow. So, that was funny. How you did that by yourself?
Well, yeah. I'm magical. What can I say?
Didn't need my help on that one, huh?
No, I did not. I did notice that I said 59 with the chance of snow. I don't know how that's even possible. Maybe I meant during the evening. Maybe when it cooled down. But, yeah, so go see Children of Eden.
Yeah, should be good. They've been practicing it a lot.
Yeah, and texting and driving, Facebook and driving, not cool. Not cool at all.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
That's an example. And now her parents are trying to make an example of her and
Well, the don't text and drive thing really is a big impact. But now it's don't Facebook and drive, and with smartphones, the car designers are actually looking to put fewer distractions for drivers. So the touch screen available in my car probably won't be available in the next thing. Yeah. More news in Florida, though. Cops arrest a Florida man and his girlfriend after attacking his mother because she, quote-unquote, used his salsa
what?
and taco sauce without permission. Now, first of all, taco sauce and salsa, very closely related. I don't know why she'd need to use both. And third, why would you even attack your mom? I mean, there's a couple of things coming from it. Yes, you're roommates together. The gentleman was, who was he? 25, Christopher Phillips, was enraged after his mother used all his salsa And then after putting her in a headlock and breaking her glasses, went into the next room and got his girlfriend to come back and yell at his mother with him.
Wow.
Over salsa.
Over some salsa.
Ah, come on.
Jeez.
I mean, it was probably the little last bit, and I don't know what would get someone so upset over a little bit. Like, you could probably take the nacho or the tortilla and just scoop out the little bit that's left.
You get it on your hand. And,
whatever.
I might need a spoon.
But he's facing criminal charges now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's no small matter.
Don't take this guy's salsa, huh?
Yeah, I'm not taking that guy's salsa anytime soon.
It's pretty intense. Did you hear about the soccer player that actually went down from an elbow in the back and broke his back, and everyone thought he was flopping, so he got a red card and wasn't joking. He got knocked out and very messed up on the field, and you got a red card from it.
That's ridiculous.
It was in an amateur Belgian league game.
An amateur Belgian league. Wow. And he gets a red card for it. Whew. Well, speaking of ridiculous, Jacob Phobia, 28 years old of Maryland, is now being charged with he has 5 criminal charges against him for displaying fake genitalia to people at the Anne Arundel Community College in Maryland.
Wow.
5 accounts because he was driving by in his car and showed girls what they thought were his man parts. They were fake man parts, but still, it's all the same.
Did you get it on camera?
What are you doing? They didn't get it on camera. There was not a video, thank goodness.
That could be a funny skit, though.
That would be a funny skit, but still, he is facing real charges after this. Cool. Because the girls were obviously mentally disturbed over
not cool.
Over that.
Not cool.
And speaking of a little bit of disturbed, do you have a story?
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of genitalia, for that matter, Trinity College is blocking pornographic websites now. It's because they have an antivirus, and they were getting a lot of viruses, so now I guess it's blocking it. It was on the news.
They're blocking everybody.
Yeah, blocking everybody.
Now, did you see that movie, what was it, Open Water or whatever, where the 2 swimmers were literally in the same camera angle for 2 hours?
I think I did see that, where they get attacked by the shark.
Yeah, they get attacked by the shark. Well, a real-life situation happened to a Polish kite surfer. Okay. He got stuck in the Red Sea, having to fight off sharks with his knife that he luckily had on him. For 2 days before any help got to him, and he has been rescued. He's fine.
Does he have all his limbs?
He has all his limbs,
fingers,
but
toes?
he said he did fight off sharks with the knife. So talk about real life open water. Wow. That guy was treading water for 48 hours before any help came.
Jeez.
Yep.
Speaking about saving, I don't know where I was going with that one, but
a good segue.
Have you heard of Joseph Kony?
Kony.
It's taking Facebook by storm, and just in general.
Oh, is that the Kony 2012, the dude from that's posting all the videos of Africa and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a real big deal, actually. There's a Joseph Kony from Uganda. He's a liberal leader, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk of socialism.
But
socialism on that.
What happens is that he takes children from their home. He abducts them, and then makes them kill their parents, and then makes them join his army. And the girls are turned into prostitutes and sex slaves.
Yep.
And not even prostitutes, we're sex slaves.
Yeah.
And you know why he does this, Ira?
Why?
For no reason. Just for himself.
For no reason?
Yeah, just...
That's unbelievable. There is a mass viral video going around. It's called Kony 2012. It's already hit Facebook. I know I've seen a couple of my friends post it.
Have you seen it yet?
I have not dedicated the 30 minutes or so that it takes. the ADD kind of kicks in.
Hey, you know what?
I have heard that the demographics of the video that are most affected are women from ages 13 to 24, and mostly people have been watching the video and doing nothing about it. So until someone steps forward and tries to do something about it,
but it's gaining publicity. Now it's like, this guy did a great job. If you get a chance to watch the video, you definitely should. It's 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. I actually didn't even watch the whole thing, and I started it, right? And I was like, oh, I bet I'm not even going to watch, like, 5 minutes of this. I was sucked in for, like, 25 something.
Really?
Minutes. Yeah.
It was that intriguing.
And I had to go to school, so I'll probably finish it.
There you go. Well, maybe I'll take the time and watch it.
You should. It's actually really amazing, and you guys should check it out and raise awareness, because this guy's been doing this for 30 years, and no one, like, he's still doing it, you know?
Yeah,
like,
no one's taking it into consideration. That's awful. Speaking of awful, the tornadoes that struck Indiana, there's finally a tally right now. At least 77 people were injured and are under hospital treatment. They're hospitalized right now because of the recent string of tornadoes that tore through. So more impact of natural disasters happening at home. I mean, even Massachusetts, we had our first hurricane.
Yeah.
Struck, and New England hasn't been hit with a hurricane in years.
Seriously. If you drive through Western Mass, like the Brimfield area, you can really see the damage that it took on that it had. Sorry, on the woods and stuff.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Yeah, Spencer, Ware, Amherst, that area definitely got rocked. Speaking of rocking, we are now into the 10th year of an 11-year cycle approaching, coming up. Most of you know it as the Northern Lights. It is the biggest solar flare storm that has hit the planet. 10 times the power of normal solar winds, and it started Tuesday evening and grew. Luckily, the particles that would hit at about 9 million miles per hour with an electricity storm missed, and and they're expected to miss next year as well. But it's supposed to peak at the strongest solar winds that we have seen next year, at the estimation. This storm, if hit the Earth, would blow out GPS. It would blow out satellites.
Wow.
It would disrupt the entire grid of electricity. So we are, fingers crossed, we got lucky. Wow. We definitely got lucky. But this is also going to be one of the most beautiful sights in the sky that we will ever see.
Is it worth it?
Making it spectacular, So it's you have being able to explode. Best beautiful light show you've ever seen in your life.
Speaking about being worth it, did you hear about the guy in Pennsylvania that robbed a girl for $60 and then ended up calling her, asking if she had a boyfriend? And this guy got arrested. I want to say idiot. I can say idiot. This idiot got arrested.
Yeah.
Like,
that's just...
Why are you robbing a girl?
That's ridiculous.
Why are you robbing?
Why are you robbing her and then asking her on a date? What are you doing? Dude, you're a moron.
Unreal.
What a moron.
Right?
That is so stupid.
Unbelievable.
What an asinine job. That is just unbelievable. Speaking of unbelievable, and more stuff from California, a Pasadena high school student punched a paramedic and a high school security officer after being taken in an ambulance because he was too drunk at school. He was being taken to detox and ended up punching out a paramedic and a high school security officer. He will be facing charges for that. Absolutely.
Wow, insane. Speaking about punching, did you hear about the referee that punched a coach during a second grade basketball game over a call?
Really?
Yeah.
Talk about disputing a call. Hey, you dispute my call. Take that. Interesting, semi-racy is the implementation of Arizona's state law of execution. They have just executed the second prisoner in 8 days. 47-year-old Robert Townery, convicted of murder, was sentenced to death just recently. So it's the second time in 8 days that Arizona has actually used their death penalty.
Wow.
Yeah, so very interesting.
That's insane. Did you hear about the guy who tried to bury himself alive to beat the world record?
That means that we gotta wrap up.
We gotta wrap it up.
But what was that?
Some guy in Sri Lanka who's 24 allegedly buried himself trying to break the world record of being buried alive, and he actually died in the same afternoon.
Oof. So probably ran out of oxygen or something.
Yeah.
You know, if my guess is that's awful, by the way.
Yeah.
My guess though, you'd have to slow your heart rate, probably go into a coma to have the world record of being the longest buried alive.
Hey, at least he died doing something that he loved. You know,
he did, and they probably did not need to dig another hole for him. Looking on the bright side, you already dug his hole. Anyway, the lighter side. You got one more? 2 more?
I actually have a bunch, but I'll save some for next time. But did you hear about the 8-year-old boy that has severe burns from trying to fix his Nintendo Wii with candles? I don't know what that's about.
I mean, rather than a screwdriver and
they think that's what he's trying to do.
Hey, he used candles? That's just why parents don't leave your kids
right?
sure. Yeah. That is just ridiculous.
It's like,
just make sure that you always have adult supervision when it comes to fixing Nintendo software. Not even just hardware in general.
Exactly.
Just don't let your kids do it with a candle, especially.
Oh, and I have another thing that little kids do the darndest things. You know what I mean? 3-year-old eats 37 magnets. And they were like stuck to each other inside.
Yep. You just downed them, huh? Wow, I guess that's like eating nickels, but this way, at least if he gets lost, all you need is a really powerful magnet to get him back.
Can't be good for you. Cannot be good for you.
All right. Well,
hey, hold on one sec. Snooki is engaged and pregnant. And they might cancel Jersey Shore, too. So
really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that'll just leeway for the Pauly D show.
One sec. Hey, Mike, any other stories? Oh yeah, this mother was, thanks Mike, this mother was charged running a multi-million-dollar brothel.
Really?
Yes, and she was the mother of 4.
I wonder, did her daughters, were they part?
I don't know, that's just sad.
That's just
and I guess A-Rod was a member.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that is newsworthy right there. And
Yankee suck.
Yankee suck. There you go. And that ends another successful Dover-Sherborn news edition. I'm Mark Crandall.
And I'm Brad Crandall.
And you stay sassy, Dover-Sherborn.
And I'm not going to crumple this or eat this time because it's a lot of stories I'm going to use on the next show.
We'll catch you next time. This is the Dover-Sherborn Worldwide News.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Always a pleasure.